Me estás
Hi everyone, I'm Carmen Balber. I'm the Executive Director of Consumer Watchdog. And we have been fighting for lower drug prices for decades, since we loaded a bunch of seniors on a train in San Diego and trucked them up to Vancouver because they couldn't afford their prescription drugs in the United States. Wow. That was a decade ago, and today things are no better. Prices continue going up year after year after year, week after week after week. We've all just talked about this, the EpiPen, that went up 500% in just the last couple years. Well, I'll tell you how Prop 61 is going to lower prices for California. Guess what the Veterans Administration pays for this drug? That consumers are paying $600 for? $183. Wow. That's less than 1/3 what the pharmaceutical giant Mylan is trying to charge consumers. So Prop 61 will put California taxpayers in California on the road to lower prescription drugs in the entire nation. That's why Consumer Watchdog is endorsing Prop 61. This is a situation that we have seen before. Back in 1988, our founder, Harvey Rosenfield, was on a similar tour to the one you're launching today in order to protest and reform auto insurance prices, which were rising out of control. He put a measure on the ballot that was Prop 103 that regulated auto insurance prices. Guess what? The auto insurance companies didn't like it. They spent $80 million trying to kill that reform. That's exactly what Big Pharma is doing today. $90 million and counting, trying to kill Prop 61. Well, you know what? It won't work. Wow. The public saw through the $80 million that the auto insurance companies spent back in 1988, and they're going to see through the $90 million smokescreen that Pharma is trying to throw up to trick the voters into not knowing the truth, which is that Prop 61 will lower drug prices for everyone. Why is that? Why would Pharma spend $90 million to save you money on your prescription drugs? Never would. Never would. So that's why Consumer Watchdog is endorsing Prop 61. And I will just throw one more piece of information in there. Big Pharma has put $90 million on the table to try to trick the voters into voting against their own interests, lowering prescription drug prices. We just learned today from an Associated Press report that the pharmaceutical industry has spent $880 million, that's close to $1 billion, on lobbyists and campaign contributions to buy politicians so Sacramento and Washington, D.C. can't fix this problem. We just had legislation in Sacramento die at the feet of Big Pharma that would have simply shone a light on drug pricing, let alone change it. So this issue is not going to change in Sacramento. It's not going to change in Washington, D.C. It's going to change because the voters take to the streets and say no more and force Pharma to lower prescription drugs. So yes, on Prop 61.